City of Bones, The Mortal Instruments City of Bones is, of course, my new favorite movie. It's always been my favorite movie since I knew that there was going to be a movie, because I knew it was going to be fantastic. Cassandra Clare created such an amazing Shadowhunter world that I would love to live in. And I knew that this movie would be fantastic if it was coming from her books. Harold Swartz did an amazing job just creating this fantasy world and putting it into real life, because I was blown away. I am blown away by the Mortal Instruments City of Bones movie. I'm not shocked that it was this good, because I knew it was going to be this good. It was just fantastic. I am such a big Mortal Instruments fan, if you know that, and I have an Instagram account called @TheShadowHunters, which is almost at 20,000 followers. Thank you very much, guys. Love you all. And I have been waiting for this movie for such a long time. I remember 365 days ago, I was just sitting there saying, oh my gosh, the movie's almost here. It's only in a year from now. And now I've seen the movie, and I just think back to my self like 365 days ago, and I'm like, it was so worth the wait. It was so worth the wait. This movie is fantastic, and I couldn't have hoped for anything better. The acting was spot on, the characters were spot on, the sets were spot on, everything felt like it was just coming out of the book, straight from it, and it was wonderful to see it come to life, because this is what you hope for in a book-to-movie adaptation, so this is what you got, and I am just so happy with what I saw today at the movie theater. I got to go to the advanced screening of the Mortal Instruments City of Bones movie, so I get to see it 2 days before everybody else, and I was so happy, and I'm so excited to share it with you all, because you all will probably feel the same emotions I am right now, fangirling to the extreme, because I literally was bawling my eyes out once the movie finished. Because I was like, I don't want it to end. Even though there's going to be filming Save Ashes, there's another 365 more days until that movie comes out. So we can only hope for the best with that next one, because this movie was amazing. City of Bones, I give it a 10 out of 10. And I'll be doing a better review on it tomorrow. I'm really tired right now. I'm in my Clary cosplay. My Shadowhunter Clary with her belt. And yeah, so I just want to get out of this. I want to go to bed, sleep, maybe read a little bit before I go to sleep. So tomorrow morning I'll get back to you guys with a little bit more in depth of my reaction and review for the Mortal Instruments City of Bones movie. Hey guys, I said I would get back to you tomorrow morning, so I am, and with me is my friend Molly, and we're going to be talking about the Mortal Instruments movie, which we saw last night on the 19th.
It was awesome.
It was pretty awesome, so let's do this. Well, I honestly thought it was such an amazing movie, because you all know I'm obsessed with the Mortal Instruments City of Bones movie. Yeah, my wall. But I literally thought it was amazing. I had such high expectations going into it, and they definitely met it when I actually saw the movie. So it was definitely worth the wait of a year and a half for me. So I was really happy to see it.
Just since December.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome. Isabel is a badass. Well, she's awesome.
Yeah, Isabel was amazing in the movie.
Woman crush.
Yeah, she was so cool, and I'm glad that they didn't really show her in the trailers
kept it
as
a
much,
surprise.
because she kept it as a surprise. That's the one person that we didn't see as much, and I'm really happy that we actually got to see her.
Yeah.
My favorite part would probably be that it was so close to the books that it really made it worth the watch and worth the wait, because honestly, you go into a movie like this expecting it to be just like the books, and when it actually is, it's just this feeling of relief and happiness.
Yeah.
And I cried.
Good. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
She
cried.
fangirled so hard.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
At one point, she just watched the movie like this.
Yeah, I was like, the greenhouse scene, that's how I watched it.
I probably watched, her so much watching the movie.
Yeah, she's probably watching me the whole entire time
Yeah.
instead of the movie. No, but it was we were all holding hands at the beginning.
Yeah,
we're
I've
literally
never done that before.
Yeah,
we all held hands.
when it started, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And just the starting of it, we didn't get to see any of the commercials.
Yeah, so all of a sudden there it is.
Yeah, so all of a sudden you just get it and you're like, wait, I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And it was really crazy to see it, just after waiting for
it didn't
such a
feel
long
like
time.
real life.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
I honestly can't believe it now, and now that I think back to it, I hardly remember anything.
Yeah.
And the problem, when I'm so excited, I'm really excited, and then I forget what happened.
I have to keep reminding her what happened.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. But it was so good, and yes, they left out some things. They didn't leave out a lot of things, but they had to mash some scenes together. Instead of having that separate building, I'm losing the name of it, at the end scene where the portal is, they put the portal in the Institute.
Yeah.
So those two scenes, the ending fight scene in the book and the ending fight scene in the movie are a little bit different. but they're still the same thing. Everybody that's there in the book are there in the movie. Whoever gets killed in the books gets killed in the movie. Let's talk about like each of the characters that are being portrayed by our amazing actors.
Yep.
So we can start about Lily Collins, who's playing
So
Carrie Craig.
good.
She was amazing. I was not really scared going into
Yeah.
it because I know that she has potential. The movies that she's been in the past have not really shown that potential, but this movie really did, and I'm so proud of Lily.
Yeah, I felt like I was watching a different actress because she just was so good compared to her other movies.
Yeah, it was just so different. Like it seemed like a whole entire different person. Really,
She was Clary.
She was Clary.
Yeah.
She's like the embodiment of Clary, and I'm so proud of her, and I'm so happy. Then there's Jamie Campbell Bower, who plays our amazing
So
Jace
hot.
Whalen. So hot.
Yeah.
He has abs. We got to see him shirtless.
Oh yeah!
Oh my god! I was
so
like,
good.
oh my gosh! It was so amazing.
He has
and
the
like,
best comments.
he has the best comments. You could see that he uses lines from the book in the movie, and I love that because you could just feel like it's coming out of the pages this whole entire film, and it was just amazing to see because Jamie is Jace, and he is so sexy and hot, and he just plays him so well, the cocky little bastard, and he's like so amazing.
If you had any doubts before, just go see the movie.
Like they'll vanish.
You'll be
he has
convinced.
this vulnerability that Jace has, like how Jamie always says, but he also has this cockiness to him that really just helps it out with the whole entire character, and I love that about him. Like we couldn't have hoped for a better
You're so good.
Not Alec. Jace.
Oh yeah, Alec was pretty good too.
Yeah, Alec. I really liked Alec, but we wish that he was in the movie more.
He wasn't in it that much.
He wasn't in it as much as we would like him to be, but he was in it a fair amount because there's a certain amount of screen time each actor needs to get to be in the movie. That's why Alec and Isabel were both in the Hotel du Mort scene because they needed to be, or else like the screen time wouldn't add up. And it makes more sense. I like that they were there. Isabel was really badass in it with her.
Yeah, I loved the music in it.
The music was amazing in the whole entire movie. It was really amazing, and I'm so happy of it. Like, it was so like empowering.
We've been listening to it all day.
I know, we've been listening to it over and over again. The new soundtrack, which came out today, August 20th. So it's pretty amazing. Okay, so Simon. Everybody loves Simon. I love Simon. He has such good...
He is Simon.
He is Simon. He's like perfect. I love him. He's a little... Just Clary's best friend who's in love with her, and you just can see the love that's radiating off of him, even though she doesn't. It's so cute, and I love it. It was so sweet. And you felt that really sorry for him when Clary doesn't love him back.
I know, like, it was so sad.
Like it was really well portrayed by Robert Sheehan. Like he really was well portrayed as
good accent. Yeah, he was a really good accent.
Sometimes I could hear his a little bit of a Irish accent, but it was so faint.
Good.
He was amazing. It was very convincing. I would have guessed he was from Brooklyn, like right off the bat. I really loved it. But then she, for Magnus Bane, who's played by Dr. Gale. Well, not Gale, Gao. I loved him. I thought he was very good, but she thinks otherwise.
I don't know. He wasn't exactly the way I imagined him in the book. His accent was kind of weird. It didn't, like, match the... Well, obviously it doesn't match what he sounds like normally.
Yeah, I have to say, his accent, you know how he has a... he's from China, so he says kind of Chinese accent when he speaks English in real life. But then he has an American accent in the movie, which you guys probably don't know.
Yeah, it's very, like...
monotone. Yeah. It looks like he has to try hard to mask his Chinese accent, which he does a good job with, but I'm really happy with the choice of Magnus that we have. He has never been in any American film yet, so this is a great start for him, and I'm really proud of him of what he has accomplished.
I liked how he looked pretty young. I'm glad they didn't cast someone too old.
One thing that I really wish that we saw in it was his sparkly purple powers, because we didn't get to really see his powers in this movie, but I hope that'll change with the next one also, because I really wish we saw more of his Magnus powers. That would be cooler, because we knew he was a warlock, but people did not read the books, probably didn't
really know what he was exactly.
Let me just say, Valentine Morgenstern, who's played by Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, he was scary good.
Yeah.
I watch him in The Tudors, and I know he can play a very bad villain. He's a very good villain, actually. He's like this bad guy.
Crazy.
He's crazy. He slammed Clary's face against a table. Yeah. It was so good.
So much love.
It looked very, very convincing, and I love it. Yes, he doesn't have very white, silver, whatever hair. He doesn't have that, but it doesn't matter. He has a character down, and that's what really matters. Appearances come second to that. So he's amazing, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it who have not seen it yet. And can I just say one more thing? The greenhouse scene.
Oh my gosh. I was watching her probably the whole time because I was so distracted.
It was so hot and so awesome. Like, I couldn't have hoped for a better scene. It was perfect.
It was so good.
It was
It was a very long scene. Let's just say
It was a long scene.
Yeah, you guys will like it.
I was in love. I was like,
oh my gosh.
This is the scene we've been waiting for, and it definitely paid off. Because at the end, when Claire and Jace find out they're brother and sister, everybody looks back to that scene. They're like,
they're like,
oh shit. Oh my god. And I'm like, mundanes. You don't know anything. But if somebody asks you if you read the books, if they're actually brother and sister, say that they are, so they get really confused. And then they have to read the books to find out if they're not. So always say, if they are, you'll find out if you read the books. If they aren't, like, you have to read the books before you find out. We're not going to tell you.
Yeah, they kept asking me everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, I don't know, maybe you should find out. So just to summarize this up, Harold Swart, I applaud you. We applaud you. We loved how, like, he just was such a good director. I'm so happy they're bringing him back for City Bashes, which is starting filming this September, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm so excited for City Bashes now. Everything was amazing. I am just blown away by everything that this movie has brought to the table, and I think that people who didn't read the books will be interested in it too. So will the different age ranges. It's just a movie for everybody. I do not recommend it for people under the age of 12.
Yeah, really, it might be a little scary.
There's some inappropriate parts. You remember one? Yeah. So it really just has a wide audience that everybody can watch it, and I very much recommend that you tell your friends and your family members to watch it. Boys and girls.
Not just a girl movie.
Definitely. And the action is wonderful for the guys. Like, they'll love it. And it's really funny.
It is really funny. I was laughing so many times. Everyone's like, why are you laughing?
People are probably like, shut up. Because I was saying people better not talk during this movie or else I'm going to kill them.
Yeah.
And then I'm ending up talking. And I'm like, oh my god. And like when it started, I'm like, woo!
Yeah.
And people are like, what are they? Because we're at advanced screenings, so a lot of people were not fans there. They just go to advanced screenings for like a hobby. So we're just like, runes.
They're like, do you read the books? Like, no, I haven't read the books.
I have my rune on me.
Nice.
So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reaction video and review. We obviously love the movie. I give it a 10 out of 10. Like,
that was really good.
It was amazing. All the hype and anticipation leading up to this movie was definitely worth it. It was worth the wait because it definitely paid off. It was an amazing movie, and I'm so proud of everybody who was taking part in it because it was amazing. I have no bad things to say about it. Like, I loved it. So, thank you, Molly, for being here, and I hope to see you guys soon. Tell me what you thought about the movie in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of these videos. And I'll get back to you guys later. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Bye!